You can't be talking. We can't be talking about what the Wii is and what the Wii isn't. We can't be doing that. It's not time. We don't have. It's not even 2007. Not even 2008 yet. Quietly just beep 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 fade out the old gourmet race. What the Wii doing? The Wii ain't doing anything today. Hello. Welcome. Hello world. I forgot my own greeting. It's Friday. And as it's become Friday tradition for the first 7 months of the year, it's time to play Kirby games. But we're not going to be playing today. We're going to be observing. Because it's not robotically possible for me to complete Subspace Emissary under the conditions of which I want to play all the Kirby games. But we make concessions. And it's not like I don't just throw up the TASs here. But hello. Hi Cameron, hi Vice Assistant, hi Moon Rabbit, hi Runa. Welcome, and everyone else hiding in the shadows, lurking in the darkness, quietly observing our Kirby bounty for today. So I don't want to spend too much time on the preamble. Hi Zard, welcome. Happy to have you here. I don't want to spend too much time on the preamble. Can't have an opening Zatsudan for too long because I know the full contents of today's stream. The main event will be 2 hours in length, including the 10-minute intermission we're gonna take around the middle of the thing, just so everyone can stretch their legs, refill their beverages, use the facilities if necessary. But before we can go there, we must talk about what led us up to this point. Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Once again, you're getting ahead. There's no, Wii is not even out. It's still called the Revolution at this point. So let's set the scene for where we're going to begin coming up to the release of Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii. At this time, this video we're seeing, this still frame of our dearly departed friend Satoru Iwata. This is in 2005. This is E3 2005. I think you're technically incorrect, but we'll cross that once we get to the Brawl website. At this time in 2005, the Nintendo has the DS out. They're preparing for their new console. In terms of where we are in Kirby, the last Kirby game to release was the Amazing Mirror. Correct. Let me check my sources. Right. The Amazing Mirror came out. Canvas Curse might be out at this point, or it might just be about to come. Kirby's Air Ride is a distant memory. And that's important, because when Kirby's Air Ride was complete, Masahiro Sakurai, Kirby's creator, he looked into the mirror and said, I'm fucking out of this bitch. I'm gone. I don't want to make Kirby sequels anymore. And he quit HAL. He left HAL. Currently, at this point in time, HAL is without a Kirby Master. No relation to known speedrunner Kirby Master. Sakurai is a freelancer. He's working on Meteos right now. Or Meteos is out. Once again, Meteos release date 2005. Don't know if it was before or after E3. E3 happens directly smack dab in the middle of the year. So Sakurai isn't really working for anybody. He's worked on Meteos. And as we also know, Sakurai is the brain behind Super Smash Bros. Both the original one for N64 and the one for Melee. So what we have here, we're going to watch this a bit, is a clip from the E3 2005 presentation from Nintendo. Hopefully my audio is loud enough. Might be a bit too loud.
But I will tell you, we are already working on several Wi-Fi titles, each starring one of our key franchise characters.
Mm-hmm.
1 or 2 Wi-Fi games will be ready for launch. Mm-hmm. And I am pushing our teams to make sure Smash Brothers is one of them.
He's making sure there's going to be a Smash Brothers game with the Wii launch, currently called the Revolution. We should pull back a little bit here. Be easier if I...
For everyone.
There it is. Look at that. The Revolution logo. And as Iwata has promised, there's going to be a Smash Brothers game, and it's going to have Wi-Fi on it, and it's going to be real. There is no Smash Brothers game at this point. There is no Smash Brothers game at this point in development or in planning. Smash Revolution does not have a team assembled, does not have a document, does not have anything more than the hopes and dreams that were brought to Iwata, and it subsequently escaped Iwata's mouth on the stage presentation in 2005. Sakurai had no clue. No one had any clue. Iwata just made up a game, more or less. And at this E3, Iwata would book a meeting in his hotel room with Sakurai and say, Could you please make a Smash Brothers? If you don't want to, it's fine. You're not, you're not my employee anymore. We have history, we're both Hal boys. So this was all news to Sakurai, but Sakurai being Sakurai was like, yeah, okay, I'll make a new Smash Brothers. And thus finally, Smash Brothers development begun. But obviously, just as a contingency, since Iwata had literally just made this game up on the fly, if Sakurai had said no, the backup plan was to port Melee to the Wii with online features and retain as much of what the core game was around at that point. Which, imagine a dark timeline where where we Wi-Fi net play on Smash Brothers Melee. But at this time, let's see, 2005, Smash Brothers kind of fades into the darkness for the bit. No news that I can think of, no major news. Until 2006, where we have this neat video. Let me move my big metal ass out of the way a little bit more. I pulled this one specifically because it has some of the audio from the crowd, but the audio, as it said, it's taken from a phone prior to the iPhone, very rudimentary capture technology on ye old flip phones of 2006. However, the video and the trailer video here, the trailer audio has been re-sliced in. Let's scroll down a bit so I can properly say thank you to Cyberworld 9000. This technically wasn't at the E3 presentation, as it says. This was at an after show where Nintendo announced this game. Let's watch the initial trailer. There's been 1 year of development, a lot of which was finding the team, renting an office, making initial preparations. So after a year of business and some rudimentary development, starting on new hardware, which is, Wii is pretty approximate to what the GameCube is possible with. Not a big jump technologically wise to learn. Let's see what they put out in about a year. Skipping ahead. Here we go. Oh, the denim! Oh, he's Twilight Princessed. And Kirby is perfect the way he was. Look at this wild ass shit. Well, those are super moves now. It's the Halberd from fucking Superstar. Not Superstar. Look at that. There's a second Kirby character. Look at him. Little did we know. Oh! Pit, the Kid Icarus. Look at him. Samus took her clothes off. With an ass much smaller than the internet would let you think nowadays. Well, speaking of ass. Mario! Let's hold on, go back real quick. I like this clear outline of Wario's butthole. Just appreciate that this was Nintendo put this out in 2006. Yeah, what a great trailer. I can't wait for Smash Brothers Revolution to come out. Now it's called Brawl. What? Big news! Oh, the Nintendo thing. Showtime! But yeah, I don't think anybody really expected Snake. I don't know if it was known at this time, but Kojima had basically at some point, I assume this was just like on a train ride somewhere, crossing paths, as many of Hideo Kojima's stories happen to be, where he basically begged Sakurai, be like, could you please put Snake in could you please put my boy in Smash Brothers? Could you please put him in there? I need my boy to be in Smash Brothers. And he wanted this he wanted Snake to be in Melee, but Melee was mostly done by the time he made that promise. So once we're back at Brawl, Snake's here. Yeah. So this for me, this is a fairly magical time, I feel like. For a lot of people, I feel like, let's say, getting into their 30s and their late 20s, where video game coverage is now online, internet connections in most places are suitable, where if it's not at your home, in your like school computer lab, you can now see these trailers as they come out, basically. As E3 is released, this is sort of like what was modern up until like E3 became relevant, where all of this coverage was immediately at your fingertips, rather than, oh, the magazine like 2 months after E3 will have all of these write-ups and stuff like that, or you'll see some really blurry JPEGs on GameSpot or something. Or if you even knew what GameSpot was at the time, I didn't. But yeah, much like, I also watched this trailer. I tried to briefly dig out the laptop I had at the time to see if this trailer was still on that hard drive, because I downloaded this trailer at I took the laptop to someone else's location, used their internet to download this trailer, and watched this trailer like a dozen times. This was also like around the time Metal Gear Solid 4 was coming out, and I was watching the Metal Gear Solid 4 trailer a dozen times. But the Metal Gear Solid 4 presentation is a different day. So let's continue forward. Let's see, what do we got in this next one? This says this is actually from Space World. I don't know if it's Space World, but it is around the time Space World would happen. I don't think we need to watch this one. This would be like 3 months after the debut trailer, and we can actually see some of the gameplay reveal. But you know, it's Smash Brothers. It looks like Smash Brothers. You can see some of the new stages, the Mario Kart stage, the rebuilt battlefield. Pikachu, I don't care about any, where's my son? There he is, hold on. Yeah, there he is! Will he be out of the low tier? Will he be playable? No, I don't care. Well, we don't need to ask about this guy. Let's pretend he doesn't exist. Also, him flying is mad. That's a new thing. But this is sort of like the first gameplay trailer that came out. Then we can continue fast forwarding up through 2007. And now we have a brief little snippet from the 2007 E3 conference from Nintendo, courtesy of Game Trailers. Also, enjoy.
One more title, I guess I should mention, that will turn that fight into an absolute brawl.
Rest in peace, Reggie. Also, I have annotations
If you've been
on.
following
We can
the
enjoy
updates
these. This is a relic.
on the Smash Brothers Dojo website, it's a pretty good bet that you can't wait to battle with Giga Bowser. And late last week, you got your first tutorial on how to power up your attack using any of 4 different controller options. Yes, the Smash community is stoked, but when? Well, not next year, not next spring. I can announce today that Smash Brothers Brawl will launch in the Americas on December 3rd.
You heard it there. This year. Don't ignore that annotation.
And what
Don't
you'll
ignore
hear
that
this
annotation.
week is only a beginning. There's a lot more news to come. And trust me, it's the best Smash Brothers ever, by far.
I mean, there's only been 2 other ones, Reggie. There's not a big pool of comparisons. To briefly go over, before we continue with Kirby in Smash presentation, there is a Chrome extension called Annotations Restored. And if I don't know if it's like an archive.org or if there's some other external cache that performed annotation collection. If those annotations were ever cached in some place, wherever it's pulling from, you will get annotations back, and you can have annotations back on videos. I did this because I wanted to learn how to play the Yu Yu Hakusho anime fighter for the Super Nintendo. We can get into that another day. But yeah, I think it's important here. Reggie mentioned this website, this mysterious website. I should grab a different because I need this crop. I need this here we go. Too large. Let me squeeze this down. This is a 2007 website, by the way. It only needs to be about this wide. This is how wide websites used to be. They didn't make them very big back in the day. But yeah, look at this. It's still there. You don't need to use the Wayback Machine. You don't need to do anything fancy. You just go to smashbrothers.com/we/en_us, and it's still there. This was an amazing thing at the time. This was like felt revolutionary in terms of marketing and like the drip feed of video game information. Because every couple of days, this would just update with new information. Starting in May 2007, you'd get these little drops of information about what's going on, what's new in the game. We got the basic rules. We got these tiny little screenshots. Look how small these screenshots are. Kind of explain how Smash Brothers works. And you kind of just get the nice drip feed. This was, yeah, every day. Also, back in the day when websites had RSS feeds, you could just check the RSS feed, see what's new. We got a bunch of stuff that came out May 23rd, May 24th, May 25th, May 28th, May 29th. What is a final Smash? We added super moves to this video game. So about every day, I feel like everyone here, me and everyone here would log on and check this and see what's new. What's the Cracker launcher? What's all this stuff? We got music stuff. The music doesn't work anymore because it was built on Adobe Flash. I bet you could probably like still find the MP3 maybe if it's still existing in there somewhere. But yeah, you could just come to this website every day and you'd get this slow drip feed. This was like the drops of nowadays where like you would learn, oh, Groudon's in the game, but Groudon's not playable. He's not a new playable Pokemon. He's a summonable Pokemon. This is the start of the Mii Fighter costume heartbreak. Yeah, you must recover. He's talking about I like this is also the heady time where not everyone knows exactly how Smash Brothers works. You might have not played the first two somehow, some way. Your first Nintendo console might be a Wii, which is actually not a far-fetched thing. And you can see here's the post Reggie was talking about. You got 4 kinds of control. And you just kind of see how everything sort of like drip feeds. characters are released, costumes. Talking about assist trophies. Now anything could be a Pokemon. Absolutely just wild shit. These movie presentations might be preserved somewhere too. Again, they use Flash, so I can't show them without doing some additional preparations. But I'm gonna drop this in chat. So if you wanna just have an easy way to find your way back to this, and just click around and look at Smash, kind of enjoy the drip feed. See that Knuckle Joe is an assist trophy. You're not gonna worry about Knuckle Joe. Oh, what the fuck? Sonic's in this video game. What the fuck? Sonic joins the brawl. Okay, this is like the last trailer I kind of want to show, because I feel like this is also like the holy trinity of video games. I kind of glossed over it because I was so excited about just talking about this. But the revelation of Snake at the end of the 2006 trailer, that is the original forbidden door of video games being opened. Like, at this point, guest characters and stuff like that wasn't like common, I feel like, in video games. I might be wrong. You know, this was still at a point, this was post after like Capcom and SNK were working together pretty much. They'd have crossover stuff like that. You know, you would see things like that, but it's like, oh, that's a Konami character. Yeah, Link and Soul Calibur. The Soul Calibur stuff would be like the other one, where Link and Soul Calibur, Heihachi and Swan. But that didn't feel like quite as weird. Like, I don't know, maybe. I can't properly assess it because I didn't play that version of Soul Calibur. But yeah, that's a good point. I guess maybe it feels less strange Nintendo lending out their character than... No, there's another bit, because Soul Calibur, the gimmick for Soul Calibur 2 was that every version of that game had a different guest character. Xbox had Spawn, PS2 had Heihachi, and GameCube had Link. So, in a certain way, not that strange, but also didn't feel quite as big as Smash Brothers. With adding a new character from not a Nintendo franchise to Smash Brothers, like, well, you could add any character. There isn't like any sort of like limitation. Like I feel like the other biggest rumor was like, oh, Mega Man could be in this game, or like literally fucking anybody could be in this game. Actually, there was a trailer I skipped, but we can go back to this trailer. Let's watch this trailer so we can feel it. We can understand. We can go back to that time. We can live in this era. We can learn something here.
Sonic's the name. Speed's my game.
Now I'll show you. But yeah, what a wild thing. Also using Live and Learn. Literally gigantic brain to move. Literally massive. Just, yeah, Live and Learn. What else would you use? Fun ISV fact. Anytime I would play Smash Brothers Brawl with a new person and we did the final Smash, I'd just pick Sonic and be like, wait, hold on, I gotta show you something. Let me get the Smash orb. Because of course Sonic would just say, now I'll show you! And I bamboozled a handful of people that way. But let's go back really quickly. Was it this trailer that was the one I skipped? No, I skipped the 2007 Space World trailer. So there's actually, this will bring us to a close of what the thing we're going to talk about. This will be a pretty normal trailer up until about midway. I think this tab is muted. Oh no, there we go. I'll show you, that's perfect. Oh, we can see some new features. We can see the stickers. We can see that you can play with the statues now. How cool is that? Oh, but what's this? What's this? What is this cutscene? What is this boss fight? Adventure. There's a whole adventure game in here. Oh, there's Snake. And then that's it. That's all you get to see of that. And that brings us to where we're gonna go to now. We're finally gonna begin. 25 minutes in. Whoa, geez. After revealing all the other stuff in Smash, they decided that they were going to expand upon the adventure mode with a whole story-based video game. I believe in the Iwata Asks. I'm going to link the Iwata Asks so people can look at it at their own sort of leisure. It's gone from the normal website, but you can still on the UK Nintendo website. It's a very interesting read. I skimmed some of the information off of there. Interesting is at this point, like, people wanted a story mode, so Sakurai kind of thought, you know, it's 2006, late 2000s. You can't really release a fighting game without a story mode at this point. You can't really just have a video game just be a video game. So you got to make a story mode. So he taps to make this story mode. He taps Kazushige Nojima, from Square Enix to help flesh out the video game story mode for Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And together they create something. Sakurai hilariously kind of like in the Iwata Asks, he kind of like negs Nojima by saying, "Oh, Nojima wanted like this silly story where like a bunch of fighters are on a bus going to a stadium and Snake's on a hill watching the bus from afar." And Sakurai's like, "No, I wanted something serious and real. Hey, buddy, hey, guy that wrote Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy VII and would eventually go on to write the best Square Enix title, Final Fantasy Origins: Strangers of Paradise. I need you to make a serious story. I need you like something where it's like the exact quote is like an intense feeling of a fighter or like what is it? I'm literally gonna go grab it because it's funny how it's exactly worded. The fuck is it? Story mode. Need for a story. I envisioned a more serious tone for the story, something with some misfortune, like a single character escaping the total annihilation of his squadron and then fighting back while rounding up his allies, which is weird. Don't you think, Sakurai, Sakurai, you used that idea later. I read your book, Sakurai! Oop. So let's progress onward. Let's get on to the main feature of tonight, which requires me to go over here. Oh, look at that. We have too many things open. Hold on. So quick question while we finish setting up here. Do you want the chat on the left or the right? You want the big chat on the left side? Or do you want the little chat on the right side right above me while you guys finish popping your popcorn and getting your beverages filled, your drinks of choice? Because we're going to strap in for about an hour. Both? We can't do both. You get one or the other. That's it. I was originally going to do the left side so that, you know, I'm over here on the right. You guys are over on the left. But I think maybe doing the slightly smaller font would probably work better. On the right side, covers less real estate. That's what I was thinking. I feel like this one is just slightly a little too large. I can shrink this down a little more. I don't want to do it too small. Bring you guys down a little more. Yeah, right about here. I'm going to be right about here. Just turn this off and turn this right about here. So I say let's get ready. This is going to be this is going to take about an hour. The gacha will still be there. Should I turn the gacha off? Part of me thinks I should. Sometimes I think the food should appear just to, you know, interrupt. I wasn't going to turn off sound redeem so you can guys go, oh no, when the various tragic cutscenes happen. We'll just leave it for now. All right, let's do a sound check. I didn't fix the audio is the other thing. I know, you need the movie snack. You can't have a movie without the movie snack. Hi, Ert. You've arrived just in time. We're about to start watching. As soon as I can do the sound check, I gotta arrange too many videos at once. Too many things. Zelda and Peach! It's like I'm right there! Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna refrain from pausing it and inserting myself between the princesses. I'll behave. There he is! There's the boy we came to see in his cinematic debut. Audio's a bit crusty? Okay. Of course, this never fucking works. This whole extension, I should probably just fucking update it, because it never works. Anyways, we can pause here. Let me move the chat out of the way very briefly so we can see this is by DyllonStej, the one-player Subspace Emissary TAS, which I've plucked from his channel and then edited the cutscenes in so we can watch the cutscenes. We also got a very good frame to pause on here. Very, very powerful. There we go. Hey, we finished the first fight. And Kirby being a grand sport, he revived Mario in his denim overalls. There's Pit. Pit's in the game. Yeah, I made it. It's just directly going off of the audio now. We're not doing any funny routing stuff. So I gave up on the routing. We had a good fight. Oh, the Halper. What's going on? Why is Meta Knight being evil? So now we can see the pit from the trailer. Initially, it was literally just the opening of the game. And we can see the mooks that are gonna get pummeled throughout this entire TAS. They're gonna be optimally pummeled and then also optimally skipped. Also, I gotta say, Peach is low-key a major star of all the cutscenes. She's also a major player in the old actual TAS time. But she's going fucking off rails. Hi, Mooware. Alright, she did it. Ancient Minister. What is I love this bit where they're like, okay, well there's an ancient minister, and it's important to the Smash Brothers lore, and he has robbed the robots and this big X bomb. I think I'd probably save Zelda. Oh, there he goes. We've lost Mario. Rest in peace. I probably play Zelda because I flirted with playing Sheik. There he goes. That hammer is good now. It's good now. But in the TAS, you save Peach, because Peach has the ability to pull items. And if you can control the frame rule, you can pull whatever item you want. Twilight Princess Zelda is a decent design. I'm happy with where it eventually went with all like the Zelda designs being from like different games. Damn, she's dead though. You got hit with the special beam cannon, that's it for her. I was like, Mario literally just puts her over his shoulder. Rip. Oh no, never mind, it's fine. Kirby saves the day. I don't know, this is weird to me, because who the fuck ever played Kid Icarus? Who's that lady? Why doesn't she get a name card? Is she playable? Who's the pretty green-haired lady? I know who it is. Don't answer. Watch out his giant surface, his circular surface, his Nintendo DS 3 prototype render. That's just a big circle with buttons on it. The audio is gonna like skip a little bit as we transition between cutscene and gameplay. Not much I could have done about that besides like re-ripping all the audio. Also, good gameplay segment. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that it's just like, oh, you get to see how a character moves for 30 seconds in a normal game, or in the TAS we just kind of skip. It's the fucking cannon from Meta Knight's Revenge. Everything's been rendered perfectly. I really love that they put the halberd, like the halberd is like a central figure in this game. And it's literally just like it was in Superstar. Who's that jabroni? Yeah, things are gonna move fast. The TAS does not linger. I tried to edit some of the cutscenes transitions to make it a little less jarring. I had watched the tasks alone and the cutscenes alone, and I was like, this is fucking too much. Like that I probably could have done a little better, but so that transition between cutscene and gameplay here, he's leaving, by the way. He's just gonna go to where he needs to be as you do in a task. That transition, you like pick between Mario and Pit. There's some of these will linger on because they're funnier than the others. But clearly Pit is the right choice because Pit can fucking fly! Yeah, Sakurai really put his own boys over. Like, his boys are the most central characters in this plot. Everyone else, it feels like they're just kind of there doing their thing. As opposed to like Kirby, Meta Knight, and when we get to him. Like this one, this is a good character select scene. We're gonna skip a boss fight here, it looks like. So as you know, Peach has the ability to pull turnips, and if you can control the frame rule, you can instead make her pull bombs, which people use to damage themselves to skip, like, cutscene triggers or boss fight triggers. Oh, the R-Wing got owned by the fucking hand! Fuck that hand. Also, this is a good one. They're just kind of floating away. But yeah, you'll see this a lot. The fastest way to travel in Subspace Emissary, which operates a lot like Superstar's gameplay, is to blow yourself up with bombs. And Peach can float, so it's like the perfect two to get like hurled off of a ship. Yeah, cutscenes without the gameplay is really jarring, I feel like. Like the cutscenes move way too fast for the gameplay alone, but I think like the cutscenes are like the main draw. So I wouldn't want to just watch the TAS, but putting them together, you get a pretty good cohesive look at what this game is like. Especially when you get hard cuts to shit like this. Fucking get speeding the hell out of the Mushroom Kingdom guys. It's him. It's King Kong. Close eyes me mush move. The banana slam! He's finally back to kick some tail. Oh yeah, and here's another new character. Freshly out of the game, Diddy Kong, with his fucking guns. Maybe the best contribution from Rare's entry to the Donkey Kong franchises is giving Diddy Kong guns and a jetpack. Oh, the Tokusatsu explosion! Aww. They're so good. This is such good shit. I also, another thing about the way the TAS, like watching the TAS, is that we actually get to go see a good amount of characters. Obviously, we're gonna see Peach a lot because she's the movement master. But because of the way the Subspace Emissary works, where you're getting all of these stories, converging stories, we get to see Donkey Kong for a while now. You're just skipping another boss fight scene. That works in Superstar, which is another funny thing. The way the speedrun works in Kirby Superstar, there's a lot of mini bosses you can fight by using Jet to super jump all the way to the top of the screen, which is funny because you can just do the same thing in Subspace Emissary. Just skip the trigger. There's the Bugsy statue that he's not picking up. Fucking not 100%, not a real. Also, we get the fun, like, the TAS is just gonna fuck around for a little bit. And we can listen to, like, this game has, like, what, hundreds of musicians that did arranges? So you can finally hear, like, the Donkey Kong music sounding actually really good and not just the way it sounds like in the SNES. Oh, Kaiju big battle time! I also like how, like, there's no dialogue in this game, obviously. But, like, every interaction really kind of, like, makes the character's personality obvious. Like, what a loving guy King DK is, but he is kind of a dumbass. I've also edited out the map screens here, just to kind of make it go a little faster. So obviously between this DK cutscene and this pit play section, there was a bit where you look at the map screen for Subspace Emissary, see the new characters you've unlocked, and then pick the next area. But for the most part, we're gonna skip those. There are two we'll see, for good reason. Also, I like this, like, Xenoblade Chronicle endless wilderness with some mountains in the background. Yeah, if it didn't take like 8 hours to play, I would have replayed it myself on stream. But I'm not ready yet for that commitment. Oh, there he is, Ancient Minister. Damn, Mario. Fucking jabroni. To use me as a stepstone! Pit, you can fly. Oh. Oh, you're right. You're right. He can only glide. Look at that, it's Rayquaza. There's just random Pokemon out in the wilderness. Damn, I can't believe Fox is canonically dead now. And Diddy Kong's gonna get bored. Oh! Oh, the music! Bad frame, but otherwise, they put Fox over. He's over strong. He's got all of his shit! I am also Chris. This is such a like a feast for like a goofy crossovers. Anyways, that was a Rayquaza boss fight. That's all you see of Rayquaza. He's gone now. This is a good... Pog IRL at the Rayquaza. See, I wasn't into Pokemon, so the Rayquaza thing didn't do anything for me. But I still thought it was really cool to, like, all the boss fights that get added into this mode. Look at him go! I also like that the Tao Taos are very much like the Cow Cow enemies from Kirby. There's a lot of enemy functions in here that I'm like, this Sakurai literally just like, okay, this is the guy, this is how they behave in Kirby. So they'll behave here in Subspace Emissary. Also, literally the season door gimmick from the one planet in Milky Way Wishes. Yeah, it is a good gimmick for a boss fight to physically fight like one of the legendary god Pokemon. It is a good use of a Pokemon in this setting. Jungle Beat. One day we'll do the 30 years of Donkey Kong where I skip all the ones I don't want to play and we'll just play Jungle Beat for a year. Also, this is my favorite bit of it. This is my favorite. Anytime you fight Bowser, that's how it goes, by the way. Oh no, he was just goop. Now this is really weird. This is a really good, like, set piece for this game. There he is. There's the sad little boy from Mother 3, the game that no one has played or barely heard of at this point in time. But he's here. He's in the game. It's Detroit. Jesus. This is a good, by the way, this is a great part of the TAS. Because this is entirely, like, dependent on the Pokey statue chasing Lucas all the way to the end. Which you can't speed up in any way. It's literally, like, this is the heavy lobster fight, basically. I need to play Mother 3, but also I need to play Earthbound. I'm a big fucking Earthbound poser. I'm sorry. One day I'll rectify it. Probably not on stream since it'll take a while, but one day. I gotta finish all the Final Fantasies first. Hey, also there's a quick demonstration of swimming. Yeah, that was me with Metal Gear 2, though. How did you do that, Lucas? If only there was some big strong man to come bail you out of this situation. There's our big strong man. Also, now that I am aware of Earthbound lore to an extent, thanks to this game, unfortunately, spoiling like how Mother 3 goes and how Mother 2 ends and stuff like that. This is intensely fucked up for NAS, I feel like. Damn! Fucking stunt on him, Ness! The Stinky Link Turbo. I do like that Ness is like, he's too fucking sick for this. Like, you can't hit him. Damn. Well, I hope you enjoyed playing as Ness, because he's removed from the story now. He's been patched out of this game for the time being. Unless Lucas? Okay, Lucas, never mind. Man, this is fucked up. This is horrific. I know the Pokemon trainer is just hanging out here too, by the way. This is where lost young men go to find their way. The playground hellscape, you know, childhood lost, things like that. Wario's villain status in this game is very strange, I feel like. Oh, those fucking, the little ghost things are horrific. I can also notice that he's like displaced like the screen box, the bounding box for the screen somehow. Getting bribed or something? Yeah, if there needs to like be a bit of a motivation. Just like a little, like one scene where it kind of explains like how Wario is getting paid, or how he thinks he's gonna get paid for this, or like him stashing these dudes somewhere for his own nefarious needs. Anyways, we moved to a new location. There's just a mysterious castle. And trebuchets. Guys, trebuchets! I love Nintendo brand trebuchet. I love sad robots too, by the way. Yeah, Wario is a jerk. That is like his main thing. He's greedy. He just wants treasure.
Oh no!
Oh! Look at that handsome young man. He's deeply concerned. Oh, the music though. Anyways, use your fastest movement with Mark. Here he goes. Oh, we haven't even gotten to the most Rob sympathy points yet. The move is really cool. Like, he did a parry and he like teleported. Oh! It's him! He's here! The main character has arrived. This is intensely like Sakurai putting his own boy over. Fucking Meta Knight's gonna fight the guy from the original Fire Emblem, and they're gonna go toe to toe, and they're gonna be equals, and then they're gonna come out of his friends. Also, they're gonna play his theme. I feel like everybody gets like a lot of special care and attention and like how they're presented in cutscenes, but the Kirby guys get it the most, 100%. Ooh, the Fire Emblem theme is really good too. Anyways, Meta Knight cannot possibly fight people at this juncture. He must leave. He's leaving the CD behind! 100% never gonna happen! Anyways, he's done. The noises! Oh, the shuttle loop! Oh, that was really cool! Damn! Can they catch the Ancient Minister, though? No, Marth can't. Damn, he's got laser beams? If only someone would fight for their friends. Oh, Ike is so cool. We will not be seeing Ike in this gameplay, I don't think. I don't think he ever gets used. Ike is the slowest boy in the world. No. Waddle Dee. Speaking of Sir not appearing in this TAS. Anyways, listen closely. Let's open up your ears and listen real good to this part. The xylophone lead up of DDD's theme, just as his introduction, is so good. Wario is really funny in this though. Get him, boys! Fucking DDD steals his scooter! See ya. Anyways, this is one of the weirdest, like, combinations of characters. There's Link, he's here, and then there's this, the tax evader himself. And this is how Link and Yoshi get paired together. This is why they're on the same team. Yoshi was just sleeping in the Lost Woods. Sleepy face. Yoshi sleepy face. This is like the most endearing Yoshi has ever been. Like, this cutscene is totally, like, the maximum amount of Yoshi I want to see. Huh? Look at Yoshi walks into this cutscene and is like, what's going on? Anyways, we're gonna see quite a bit of Yoshi. Yoshi's pretty good. Yoshi! I didn't notice when I was editing, but there's a... It looks like there's some pause manipulation. I don't know if that has something to do with, like, making a skip work because you're pausing on the right frame. Yeah, but between egg rolling and the flutter jump, we'll get some Yoshi out of this. Big green strong energy. I don't know, strong. There he goes. Just skip this whole ladder climb. Well, they blew it. They couldn't catch the halberd either. But inside. And just beneath... No, this isn't... By the way, this is... These cutscenes are literally back to back, but Snake looking a little more hourglass than I remember him. A little more clean shaven, a little more blonde. Oh, I should have looked at the submission notes. I knew I forgot to do something as part of preparation. Why did she shoot that Rob, though? Here's a good combination. I like how this works out, like, organically, in the terms of how it's set up in the story. They're shocking the monkey. They're shocking the rat. Samus. Known Good Samaritan, Samus Aran. And now they're bros. They're partners. They're buddies. Pikachu also, we're gonna see quite a bit of Pikachu. I forget what a move is. That quick attack that lets him do the two-part, like, dash. The mouse needs to pee. I think he just really likes the early 90s Nickelodeon live-action show Pete and Pete. So he's just saying, Pete, 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 Pete. He's hankering for that reboot. Pete, Pete. There he goes. I do love the way the momentum works in this game. In terms of especially how the TAS exploits it. Just by blowing yourself up all the time. It's really good! Ah. There's Samus's clothes. It's really weird to think that, like, somebody stole Samus's clothing, her power armor. She was just parted from it. Also, the Kirby just walks away at this situation. Kirby is a law unto himself. Also worth noting here that this is slightly different depending on who you saved at the start of the game. Because Peach was saved here. We get this cutscene where evil clone Peach fights Link and Yoshi. Yoshi was just late to the party. Oh, the song though. Enjoy it. It's over. Yeah, yeah. Also, this is a good arrangement for getting a fight. Like, damn, I can't believe Link just murdered Peach. Mario is gonna go fucking wild on him. Except not really. Yoshi's gonna just do the Yoshi thing. And Link is gonna stand there and do a taunt! Ah! The little fist pump. This. So now that the main party is assembled, it's gonna be these five, the fucking Nintendo Sentai Ranger. The five of them are cavorting around for like the entire story at this point. So at least like the last time we see Link, he at least gets to do the cool thing where he shoots the arrow. Also, I do like the reason Kirby like walked away from the situation is because he has some sort of like innate sense for King DDD. That he's just like, oh, I gotta go like set the trap, I guess. I gotta go get in position. I guess it's pretty safe to assume that this is an auto scroller, by the way. Famicom Sentai Nintendo, man. I mean, Yoshi technically does have a Famicom game. There is a Famicom game called Yoshi, featuring Yoshi. I don't think there's a Yoshi cookie part for Famicom. Might be wrong. Alright, at least we're done with this stage. We happen upon this cursed chapel. What's going on in there? This evil castle with evil face on it. Oh! This fucking revelation. Ganondorf and Bowser are in cahoots. Never mind that shit, it's Pokemon time. Whoever would have guessed it. I like this. Like this situation where like Lucas is like possibly he's like clearly explained the situation to Pokemon Trainer. Pokemon Trainer's like, alright, I need more firepower. I need you to like assist me in hunting down a Charizard and an Ivysaur, I guess. I don't know why he needs the Ivysaur. I can understand the Charizard. And the two of them they go on the adventure. They go on the hero's journey. I need you to do PK Shield because I know you preserve your momentum, and also PK Fire causes you to have backwards momentum. Lucas is a pretty interesting character in terms of like how he moves. You know, he uses PK Fire because PK Fire causes back momentum. PK Shield preserves that momentum and causes some additional maybe. It's interesting in terms of when you're actually playing in the game, and it's also cool to see it applied in the TAS. Here's Wario, down on his luck. Lost all of his statues. Back again to terrorize Lucas. Now Lucas is gonna shoot him. By which I mean give him the snake rope. We've made our Wario into an NFT, and now we will not be seeing him for the rest of the game. Oh, what's going on over here? That's where Ness happened to be. DDD, that's gonna mark his property. If you lose the Ness, still have the receipt. Oh, he's DDD and he's DD dead. King dead. The lineup, the Stardust Crusaders lineup, where there's the 5 of them all standing in the front. Can't believe Stardust Crusaders stole that from Smash Brothers. Like I said, this was like critical, like Kirby viewing. Like it's technically very tangentially related. You know, Sakurai made it, Kirby's in it, but the 3 Kirby characters in this game get a lot of feature in the cutscenes, and especially not just like being featured, but how they figure into the story of Subspace Emissary. Kirby is a little like just being Kirby. Well, Meta Knight and DDD actually have pretty important roles, I feel like. Like, you get the stamp on their characterization that exists in the other games. But we'll get into that once we get fully into, like... Once DDD reemerges in the story much later. Well, I'll talk about that, I guess. Also, good clip. I wonder if pausing actually like causes your momentum to stop. Huh. Oh. Damn, they're both dead. Never mind that. The clown car! It was really nice seeing the clown car. Oh, there's also a bit of Kirby characterization. Please note this scene. This is important for later. But never mind that shit. On the other side, oh, the chapel has DDD's logo on it. I just noticed it as the peace sign on the left there. Wonder if you can see it as they change shots. Nope. not taking orders from Master Hand. And like Master Hand does get introduced with the wahahaha. Well, back with the boys. They do really like slowly dole out like story revelations. Like, it's not just that Bowser and Ganondorf are in cahoots, but they're working for Master Hand, and because it's Ganondorf, and if you know how Ganondorf operates, you're wondering, like, what's Ganondorf actually gonna do? Because Ganondorf never did the job for anybody. He's got his own plan going on, too, clearly, right? What I also probably should have done is, like, looked up the character class, because you can see all of the... Oh, good. Never mind. It's actually right there on the top left. All of the characters, just like the little like incidental enemies in Subspace Emissary, have these weird little names, like Might. These little stick men that Pastor Luke is. After being shown Lucas's threatening persona, his Snake Rope and his PK Thunder, the fucking Char custom guy decided to leap into a spike instead. Also, isn't this the Wario Land dungeon stage? Oh, this is a little weird. There was a fight with Ivysaur, that I believe was just skipped. They literally just they flew past it too quickly! You know, it's wild to think about all of the modeling work that went into adding these like original enemies for this mode. That otherwise you wouldn't, like, if you didn't play this mode, you would never see those models. There might be like trophies of them. No, there are trophies, because there's an item that specifically turns them into trophies. But then I don't think they would actually, like, drop in, like, the middle of a fight or anything. So personally, I can't think of, like, anyone who would have gotten this game and wouldn't have, like, played, the single player. Goodbye, Charizard. Okay, I'm not surprised then. What is happening at this point? Oh, here we go. This is the first map screen. So, they're setting up a bunch of the stickers that were picked up earlier. You probably didn't notice them setting up the sticker, or picking up the stickers, but those are important because that, like, lets you start with a bomb and also, increases, like, the bomb damage you take or something like that. That was just the initial setup. That'll be important for the TAS. Also, this is cute. Martha's kind of forced to go along with these bull buffoons. I am rigged with explosives. If I was incorrectly charged, I would explode. Oh, he just clipped out of bounds. Huh? So I'll say, like, when this game came out, I went to, like, the midnight release at GameStop to acquire it. I played in the GameStop store tournament, which was rigged, by the way. They used the tournament mode in the game, and they just used random select for everybody. So you were just forced to use random select, which was great, because I actually legitimately, because this was at a point when, did we see Ike? Was I not paying attention? Did they kill him? Yeah, because all your lives are gone. I was too busy reminiscing about a terrible time in my life. I missed Ike. Man. Yeah, here's Gallium. Reoccurring boss fight. I think he made it into future games. The point! They all point! There's Wario. Did you see Wario is literally in this scene? You'll probably see him like laying there. Oh no, he must have fallen in, or they forgot to put him in. No, it's fine. That was the entire story. They used random select, so I had to like use ice climbers in the first fight and then Bowser in the second one. No, someone used ice climbers and they used the final smash. And there's literally nothing Bowser can do. Because Bowser's really... I think Bowser's dog shit in this game. I'm not sure what the Brawl meta is. I know that Solid Snake is considered like the 6th best character in the game. But I was really annoyed because I had spent time like... Never mind, important cutscene first. This is a good cutscene. Because they just get squeezed. And Gellum's gonna fucking activate his rocket boosters. And Pokemon Trainer passes out from, like, I assume the blood rushing out of his head. However, because Lucas's head is so gigantic, he has enough blood to fill it and not fucking just pass out. And presumably he'll also land on his gigantic head and it'll be fine too. However, Meta Knight the hero is there. There he is. There's Wario. Goodbye. Probably a byproduct of his psychic powers, it could be. This is good. Look at this sad robot. Reminiscing about all the time he lost his allies. And how he's gonna lose more. Except that jabroni, if that jabroni prick could do something about it. And there they go. There goes Nintendo Man Sentai. Wait, I don't... Okay, that's fine. Good skip. I didn't watch all of this. I made sure like all of the cutscenes and gameplay fit together in the correct order and in the correct places. There are some things that are a surprise to me still. This little gun pod, I didn't notice it has a gun attached to it. Oh no, the Rob died! Mario! I love the Mario solution to every problem so far has been to punch the hell out of it. Also, never mind. Sorry, hold on. This is the saddest cutscene in the game. Jesus. Now it's monkey time! It's time for Monkey and Fox! For some reason I thought that lasted a little longer. Like that lingering shot on the The sad robots exploding. I made sure to, like, give it a bit of space. Fade to black on that. I felt appropriate to respect my fellow robots in that way. To honor their memory, their sacrifices. The limbs that I've lost, the comrades that I've lost, I can still feel them. They made an evil Diddy Kong. That's fucked up. I do like this. The next solution is just to shoot a big laser at Bowser. It's him, it's Falco. He leaves. I was like, well, I've been outdone. Bye. Anyways, good fight. GG's, shake Fox's hand. This is cute too. The music. Okay. The cutscenes are so fucking charming. It made me sad at some point when talking about why their future Smash Brothers games didn't have like a Subspace Emissary mode. Sakurai was pretty sour about the cutscenes. I think there's like an old translation where it's like he was upset people uploaded them to like the internet and just watched, you know, like we're watching right now, by the way. But I think he later clarified, or there was a different translation that said it's like, well, a cutscene can only be a reward like in such a limited capacity. Which again, I also like. It's like the first time you see the cutscene, you're no longer like surprised and delighted. Which I also disagree with because people watch movies multiple times. And here we are clearly just enjoying the game again. But I do kind of see the point where like, if your only impetus for like gameplay is to like see the funny cutscenes, I can see why like maybe that's not a strong enough reward. I also feel like they invested a lot into this whole situation. Hey, it's Angel Island. It's not Angel Island. I forget what it's called. It has a name. It's like the Isle of the Ancients. Great Fox! Oh, we're back to Pikachu times. So I do think like no amount of effort was like wasted. Like there was a lot of effort clearly into making these cutscenes, making stages, making a bunch of enemies that we would never, you only see in this story mode. And a lot of times I feel like people are gonna play story modes like once, maybe come back to it a couple times, especially if it's a long story mode like this. Anyways, I think you kind of understand how boss fights work in this game by now. They don't. Nice percentages. It's her. She's real now. And she has a baby. That's the important part. What if, like, you replaced, like, the latter-day Samus characterizations and she just hung out with Pikachu? And the baby was Pikachu? He's one sick baby, I'll tell you that much. Look at him go! The Metroid music is also very good. I guess this game has like 200 something songs in it, maybe 300, I forget exactly. Loads. 230-ish? Oh! Look at that gigantic guy. Also, this hurts. This physically hurts me. My neck hurts. My neck hurts a lot. He'll never be playable. He's too big. He does look sick in this game, though. I know this isn't like the first time we've seen like Ridley would be in 3D, because this is after Prime 1 and 2. And I'm pretty sure he's in one of those games. Anyways, he's jobbed out. We'll never see him again in this game either. Look, they've emerged at this like shrine area. There's just so much stuff in this game. There's so many places. And here's a new guy, new people, the Pikmans. There he is. Oh, I forgot this cutscene. And now Captain Falcon must run from his crimes. Olimar and Captain Falcon are another, like, very strange combination in this game. But they work pretty well because Captain Falcon is so fucking stupid and Olimar is so, like, anxious. Yeah! Check this out. He grabs. They are both captains, too. I'm here now. He's going fucking crazy. He may be bad, but that won't stop him. He's got backhands for everybody. Yes! Falco giving the thumbs up is really cute. I want Falco is a nice guy. Look at that this fucking Yamato fight between Halberd and Star and the Great Fox. I also like how the ice climbers get roped in. They're just doing their own thing. They're just ice climbing. Meta Knight literally doesn't even know that they're there. He just needs to get to the top of this mountain. And the ice climbers will not be out ice climbed. Except they will. Because we've selected Meta Knight for obvious reasons. The next infinite venom. Can they do the infinite? Is there wobbling in Brawl? They can't hit him. Yeah, see, they have no, they've been defanged. Sometimes I like to imagine the life of being an enemy in a TAS, where the protagonist doesn't even fight you. They just stunt on you for a little bit and then disappear into the ceiling. He's doing all his moves up there. Whoa. Yeah, we lost him. We've lost Mr. Saturn. It's the other Pokemon. It's the Mewtwo replacement. I don't know, Lucario's pretty cool. I got bad news for you, though. If you're hoping to see Lucario gameplay. There he goes, goodbye. We might see him again. I don't remember if he shows up in one of the stages. However, good guy Meta Knight. He wants a round 2. GG's, shake my hand! Oh, the Great Fox is just fucking strapped to it. Oh no, body slam. And Popo and Nana died. Do not shake a Meta Knight player's hand. Famicom Sentai are here. They're doing poses too. Kirby. They just have such intense Sentai energy. I wonder, I think it's Sakurai who directed the cutscenes. I'll probably need to double check this. What you can really like see, like the Henshin Hero Tokusatsu sort of influences a lot and like how characters present. I guess a lot of it kind of comes down to suit acting. Because you can't have characters like, you know, there's no dialogue in this game. Everything is conveyed through just motion. So there's just a lot of like puppetry and suit acting going on. TAS, a tool-assisted speedrun, if you were asking that. It is a computer program. Someone went through, frame by frame, made all the perfect inputs to make the game Solid Snake as possible. Kept you waiting, huh? It's him. He's gonna do fucking mortar slide all the way through this hallway. I do like the Akio Otsuka showtime. This is a good cutscene. Snake gets a lot of mileage out of the cutscene. Like, he's really fun. He's hiding back there. He's so good. Anyways, we're out of bounds now. Oh yeah, the theme of Terra, the original Metal Gear, which American players would only know as an NES title. I think we've had it for Snake. We might see him again. We'll see him in cutscenes at least. Sakurai edgy aura. I mean, yeah, I guess there's a bit of like the edge in this game feels very like superhero Saturday morning show too. GG's. Stay here. Do you know 2 girls? Yeah! Also, Peach. Peach in all of the subsequent cutscenes, incredibly good. Peach is a real star in this game. There she goes! Yeah, I guess there was nothing you could do to manipulate getting the bomb better at that point. A lot of time because of the way you can... I don't know how it works, if it's like on a frame roll or if there's RNG and how... what Peach pulls out. But obviously because it's a TAS, they can manipulate it in some way. But I guess at that point, there's literally all you can do is just pull until you get the bomb. Since that section is so short. There she goes. There she is! Fucking Mr. Magoo Peach. I love that Fox also, like, sucks in this game as a pilot. Like, he's been shot down twice now. Damn. A top tier battle. The Sheik. It's really good stuff. Okay, this is the second sticker bit. This is about halfway. This should be, yeah. Oh, this is more than halfway. What is this? This should be time left. Yeah. So we're a little bit past halfway. After this, there's gonna be no more sticker setup. This is just like making everybody ready for the final bit. I want to take a brief intermission. Use the facilities, refill your beverages if necessary. I need to do everything more or less. So. Hey, pick a game real quick. Let's just put Kirby music back on. Let's put this fucking Butter Bridge. We get a new burger. Oh. And I'll be back in about like 10 minutes. I wish I had a timer to set. But you'll just have to take my word for it. It's 9:45 EST. We'll resume at 9:55. Yep, 600 seconds on the clock. Get what you need. I'm back. Are you all back? Where are you at? It's time. It's been 2 minutes. I feel like it was a story I was telling that I like stopped in the middle of to go on about because there was a good cutscene happening. I can't think of what it was. It's been so displaced. I told the tournament story. The midnight release. There's nothing else really to that story. Hold on, my microphone is about to get. There we go. But yeah, it was more or less. It was more or less like rigged. They just did random select with the tournament mode. Didn't do like an actual bracket or anything. The guy that won was a buddy of the guy that was working the store. But unfortunately, the game didn't come out until midnight, so it's not like I could have left with the game and came home and started playing Subspace Emissary at 1 in the morning, which I did. Well, here's the thing though, is the bracket didn't start until like 10 or 11 or something. Like there was nobody in there doing store stuff. It was just them minding the crowd that was waiting for the game to come out. It was very late in the day. So I do... Wow, why did you do this? Why would you do this? Ko Shubenjo. Pixel the Witch. Tree Friend. Why? Why would you do this? But also, them just giving up and being like, okay, the tournament is random select. You don't even, like, use the character you wanted. The game, since the game came out in Japanese? Japan. It came out in Japan. I don't remember if it came out, like, how much earlier? It came out early enough that I could look at footage of the game. I literally did research of how to play Lucas, because clearly none of the, like, unlocked characters were going to be there. And I was like, well, I played Ness at the time with my friends in Melee. And I was like, well, I can't play Ness because he's not going to be unlocked. So I'll play Lucas. And I did not get to play Lucas. I played Bowser and someone else, maybe Ice Climbers. I don't remember. I remember distinctly being very annoyed. But then I got to go home and play Subspace Emissary, so I was fine with that. It was a good time. I guess while we're also waiting for the next 5 minutes, there are 3 characters in this game that we're not going to see. There are 3 characters in Smash Bros. Brawl that do not make an appearance in Subspace Emissary. Do you know which 3 of those characters there are? Duh. This is the part where I reveal that I'm not going to confirm or deny these answers. You'll just have to wait and see. You'll just have to pay attention. Take notes. But also I do have the whole sound rip from Brawl. I forget that I actually had it. Do you know what's funny? Like, this game has so much music. There's a lot of arranged tracks and there's a lot of original ones. And then there's like weird original tracks that aren't touched. Like, this is just in here. This is just in this game. By 2008, it was already known that the Wii shopping music was important. Store updated. I can't do the song, sadly. This is an important, this will probably, I don't know if I want to risk it because I know it's slightly muted. This is the first, because this game came out after 06, but they very wisely used Live and Learn. This does have His World, but it's the instrumental version, and the instrumental version of His World is actually, like, I love that. I love the instrumental version. The lyrics version, the vocal version, the instrumental, good stuff. Oh, this also had Two Teutonic Warriors in it. Tom has not been punished. That's true. I haven't kept up in like how wild it is. Anyways. Yeah, His World is really, it's kind of what a rip. Oh, what is that? That's an Italian dessert, isn't it? That's a cannoli? Not a cannoli, right? I've never seen this. This actually never came out of the vending machine before. What else is on there? Oh, this is also like the first time you would have heard like, if you've never played the Wario's game, this is also has Mona's Pizza. Oh, I forgot. Where is it? As a gigantic brain person who didn't play Star Fox Assault, I did not know. The Star Fox Assault fucking Wolf's theme? Incredibly good stuff. I love there's so much music in this game. I'm glad that that has like remained an important bit of like Smash Brothers like identity, is just having sick music. I told you I can't answer this question. Oh, and also this also has a really good version of like the love themes for Metal Gear specifically. Bum, 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 bum. This is the Metal Gear Solid 4 love theme, but it's been fucking made into a fucking Pirates of the Caribbean action song. So we'll stop here because it's been 10 minutes. The question, the trivia portion of the night as we resume the gameplay. There are 3 characters in this game that do not appear in Subspace Emissary. Who are those characters? I will not answer that question, but please keep your eyes open and we'll confirm as we make our way to the end of Subspace Emissary. Snake! This is my reaction when I see a Game & Watch. Also, pay attention to Peach right here. She'll be like right down here. She'll just kind of like look around. All the gang is here. He's just like, what's going on? There's dirt on my dress. Anyways, time to pick the bombs. Delete this boss. Fucking Meta Knight takes the helm again. The skies clear up. Everything's beautiful. It might. I'm not sure. I mean, he is kind of a one-dimensional figure. It would make sense that Game & Watch has no morals. He has no identity. I didn't do that as a pun. He's literally, he has one dimension. I guess he has 2 dimensions, technically. Melee adventure mode is in Dom space. I love the sound Captain Falcon's like boots make when he runs. Just the big chonk 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 chonk. The wall jumps?
Show me your moves.
What? Fucking. It's like, no, I must go. Ape out. I do like that, like, Link is not here, so no one has, like, any context for what Ganondorf is. Presumably none of these people know who Ganondorf is. Oh no! Oh no! No, and the sad theme version is playing. No, they're shooting. No. Fucking sad robot. Andy's on fire. Rob has been reborn through the fire. Rob is not evil. Much like Game & Watch, Rob is merely a tool and he's forced to do evil. He is bound by his existence as a robot. If I was politely asked to do evil, I would have to. That's just the way it is. Also, fucking Jesus Christ, Falcon. There's a little Haro in there. Ah. It's okay. We can all do this, by the way, in case anybody's wondering. Also, bottom left, Donkey Kong just has a fucking grip on Rob and is carrying him away. Anyways, returned out of bounds. I feel like you get the escape sequence. Like a proper Metroid escape sequence. Come on! Oh, what the heck? It's Ridley, and he's been meta-sized. Sorry, Captain Falcon's here. It's like he gives him the knee 1,000 times. Give him the knee. Landing in car seats. Yeah. I mean, it's basically the same thing when you're a Nintendo superhero. Also, are you ready? We're about to see like the rawest cutscene in this game. This is also another important reason why we played Air Ride first before we could play this game. There was important Air Ride lore that gets imported into this game. Look at this cool spaceship, though. Look at this Xenoblade-ass spaceship. This is, I believe, as they say, this cutscene is raw kenography. Damn, they fucking shot down the halberd! Oh. The fucking Itano shit going on here. But important notice, Legendary Machine Dragoon! Yes! Where did he get it? It doesn't matter. Also this bit. Olimar's shitty little play rocket. And here we are. We're in Subspace. I love the freeze frame when he like, as soon as he shoots through it and you get the, it feels like it should be like a Tenzaki postcard moment where like everything is like drawn in heavy marker ink. Like it should be like you get the multiple angles, like it should be like slightly more intense, but it's also so good. Fight me. It's kind of sad that this like final bit is mostly an auto-scroller. And then he also just flies over all of these mini boss fights that would presumably happen here. Perfect. Of course, Ganondorf is the biggest evil guy. He's gonna betray Bowser. He's ready to betray Master Hand. But what is this? Who the fuck is this? You beat Ganondorf in a one hit. You bloodied Master Hand. He has an AT field. It's fucked up, man. Alright, the gang is here. All of the homies are in town. The boys have died. Rest in peace, the boys. And that's it. That's the bad end of the game. Everybody loses. Taboo gets all of the worlds. Except he also builds the staircase for whatever reason. But I believe, as you recall, we've been waiting for some people to come back into the story. Somehow, some way, as he always does, King DDD is ahead of the curve. And now he and the homies are gonna fucking take to the skies. So it's literally like in Kirby's Adventure, where like King DDD has stolen the Star Rod preemptively because he knew Nightmare existed. But because he's King DDD, he just didn't tell anybody and just, you know, fucking went off did it on its own. And just like in this game, King DDD is like, well, I know about this taboo guy. I'm gonna do my own preparations because I'm King DDD. But also, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm talking over the movement where he's just like, no, goodbye. Hey, leave Mario behind. Don't need to rescue Mario. See ya. This is also an important, like, this, like, you get all of DDD's, like, characterization in, like, these last 3 cutscenes. Like, it's the fucking greatest hits of King DDD. He's like, well, I have to kick Bowser's ass. I have to fucking teach him who's who. Oh yeah, and DDD is the voice, like Sakurai's voices DDD in all of the Smash games. Worth noting, as he's debuted here finally. And what's this? Kirby. Do you remember? Do you remember that important cutscene where Kirby was looking at this? Kirby just fucking put it in his mouth. He just ate the thing compulsively. I feel like this, like, it kind of reveals the thing, like, why does Kirby collect all of this shit in all of the Kirby games? Like, why does he, like, find all of these knickknacks that aren't, like, basically necessary to, like, resolving the, like, main story of the game? It's just Kirby just picks everything up. He just likes collecting things. He just puts them in his mouth and he keeps them. Cause he's Kirby. Like, he's a silly baby. He just does that compulsively. Oh, there's the Rob statue. Don't need him. So in Subspace, I guess, because this will be important in a little bit. as you see, there's the statues of other characters. There's Snake. Goodbye, Snake. Because everybody was lost, all of the characters were removed from your party, and now in Subspace you would pick them back up again so you can use them for the actual final stages. There's Wario. Goodbye, Wario. But we're not going to do that because this is the TAS. Also, this is really good. This gets Bowser over. Fucking beats the shit out of Ganondorf without reviving him. Like, it's such a perfect way on. Oh. Like, it's the full experience of the Kirby gang. Like, literally, that's all of DDD's, like, characterization. Is that he's still DDD, and, like, deep down, he has a deep fondness for Kirby. He's happy to see his rival. I did add the cutscene with all the characters, though. I feel like this sort of puts, like, the bow on Wario is that he's just an agent of chaos. He just does fucking whatever because he's Wario. So, important bit, this is the longest uninterrupted bit of gameplay because this is the actual final stage. This is where you would pick up all of the characters that you didn't pick up in the earlier stages. You'll fight a bunch of people, and I believe you'll unlock them as you fight them. You do have a full party here. There are checkpoints in this stage that we're obviously not going to interact with because this is the TAS. You got like 15 uninterrupted minutes of Peach going around handling everything. Literally, it's like you'll get a good 5 seconds. You get the intro to every song in this game. At this point, every character theme, you'll get a good 5 seconds of it before they clear the requirement. Oh yeah, this is actually using the gimmick from that Superstar Planet. I don't know why, but Sakurai must have really liked the changing seasons, the workless seasons gimmick. The fucking imposing brass instrumentation. I think at this point we're gonna hit. Peach is gonna be at 999 damage. Just going forward. Oh. But this has been good. I'm glad this has been. I assume everyone's been enjoying watching this. I hope my incessant rambling over the cutscenes and the gameplay hasn't been too annoying. I felt bad just kind of like rewatching this without making any commentary on it. So I wish I had read the TAS notes so I could be a little more knowledgeable. I totally blanked on zigzag. Totally blanked on that being an important bit of getting insight of how the TAS itself works. I do like you get the full rendition of Meta Knight's theme. Damn, two quick ones? clip! Wow. Oh, we lost Peach! Or was it timed perfectly so we don't actually lose her? Wow! That's right, because if you get like a meteor killed, which I guess not meteor killed. Meteor killed or like screen smashed, you don't actually count as dead unless you like get the ting or actually come back down and fall off the other edge. I wasn't even paying attention to the upskirt. I'm off my game. I'm not trying to look up Peach's dress enough. I feel like you could just look up Peach's dress at any point, anywhere on the internet nowadays. The magic is lost. You can be a terrible, terrible horn fiend at any time. Wow, fucking goodbye, Pokey! It's a different world now. Back in my day, you had to walk up the fucking mountain, walk up the hill in downpouring snow both ways if you wanted to see a calf on Princess Peach. Goodbye, Monkey Kong. Oh, there's all the gang. You had to wait for your friend to leave? Pause during up tilt. I feel like I remember, like, reading on some forum someone's deranged attempts to see, like, up Zelda's skirt and coming to the conclusion that she was wearing, like, riding pants underneath. I remember it having a very, like, a twist ending. Like... So that might have been actually for a later Smash Bros. I don't remember. It's a very weird thing to try to place in a time and space in any way. Yes. They're the white breeches that like usually go up to about your navel. Damn, she be schmovin'. Oh yeah, there's a map for this section. I saw it like the single frame during the pause because this section is so gigantic. This is like a full Metroidvania, except there's no like gating. There's no like unique specific character abilities that I'm aware of. There she goes. Will she die? Not this time. Yeah. I'd like to see, like, it's kinda, it's not exactly, the way World of Light works, where you do need to, like, find certain spirits to open up things, on the map, and you also, certain spirits give you the advantage in fights, where you would need to locate those advantage spirits to undo the disadvantage for most cases. But World of Light is a situation we can talk about very another day. Also, I'm glad that I'm doing this, because this is kind of like the last time we're going to get a full sort of feature for Smash. Because clearly, as we know, 3DS and Wii U Smash doesn't have a story mode or anything like that to check out. I don't even... it has not adventure modes. I think one of them... I think the 3DS version has a mode that's inspired by City Trial from Air Ride. Then clearly there are no other additional Kirby characters to add. You have Meta Knight and you have DDD. So that's kind of like the best that you're gonna get. But we'll take a brief look at those to see like the additional stages. I feel like probably just gonna look through on video maybe. And check out Smash Run in one of them. I'll have to download like a save file for the 3DS one. Spear Waddle Dee would be like the last character. Like he's the last possible character to add. There are a bunch of like ancillary characters that we're gonna meet in the near future. Pretty much like one-off villains, characters that will show up again a lot in Star Allies. But this is all Kirby stuff for the future. They're also not Sakurai characters because I can very easily see Sakurai being like, I don't care. I gotta put Terry Bogard. I guess this is another thing that I glossed over in terms of why future Smash games don't have this. Currently we're at a point where like Kojima's probably fine with whatever you do with Snake. To like have a story mode that features like all of the Smash characters, all of the guest characters that are in Smash now, the amount of like communication you would have to do with your licensor, get all the approvals you would have to get through, all of like the stuff that they do for like the trailers, you'd have to like do that all like concentrated in one big bundle with all of those companies. At this time, Konami's the people that own Snake. But I feel like if in 2007, let's say, during development of this game, if you wanted to ask permission to do something with Solid Snake, and you sent a call to Konami, they would probably forward the call to somebody who reports directly to Kojima in terms of like what you can do with Metal Gear. So maybe I'm wrong, you know. I feel like there was maybe a distinct reason there was never any Metal Gear pachinkos until Kojima was departed from Konami. So I feel like he has some sort of control over what they were doing with Metal Gear. Yeah. I feel at this time if you were making a fan game and you put a Konami character in it and you told Konami, hey, I'm using your character, Konami would just shrug. Unless they thought they could get money out of you. Like, hey, Konami, I'm making a new Goemon game. I'm not gonna, this is a fan game, it's gonna be released for free. I feel like they would just be like, Goemon? Yeah, whatever. Who are you? Who's Goemon? I don't understand. And here I am saying Goemon again. My Lupin the Third dub accent showing all the way through. She's doing nothing but schmoovin'. could have been. I'm surprised. Well, no, I'm not surprised that he never like was an assist trophy or something. Gonna release a pachinko machine that's just a crusty JPEG of Snake's butt from Smash Brothers. Pre-nerf. I feel like you could make a new Rocket Knight adventure and call it Rocket Knight Adventure, and Konami would just be like, Rocket? Rocket? What's that? What's that? Do we own that? Ah, who cares? There's no money in that. We can't make a Rocket Knight NFT. What are we gonna do? We're Konami. Bye, Ganondorf. Hey, the door's open. They did. They did make Castlevania NFTs. Here we are. It's time for the final boss fight. He's gonna own everybody again. He's gonna do it again. Ugh. Yeah! And Sonic has been silently added to the team. And there he goes. That's Taboo. I remember reading somewhere a very long theory about how Taboo is like this spirit of maturity. It's like the part of you that rejects the part of you that's cringe. So that like, it's like, oh, it's time to put the toys away. I'm going to throw all of my childhood memories away, remove the part of me that cringes, and just be a little ball in my little egg thing. And I feel like it's befitting in that case that it's Sonic that fucks him up. Like, it's Sonic that's like, no, buddy, you can't get rid of the part of you that's cringe. And also, by the way, the main theme is Latin. The lyrics are really good. They're reducing while he touched to rubble. The answer is Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's in this game. If you want to get shit over, you put it in Latin. Latin always gets shit over. And here's our main characters. These are everybody we rescued at the end. There's Kirby. Some of my mortal enemies. I love the lyrics. So we face each other locked in combat. We shine even brighter. And now we get the credits. This is funny enough. I mean, the cutscenes that I ripped didn't have the credits included, so I had to use the cutscenes from TAS. But I think it's important we observe the cutscenes. We appreciate all the people that made this game, all of the hard work that went into making Subspace Emissary. And we can get a little bit of a replay on all the cutscenes down here. Where's my chat window? Let me get this medley as well. Where's chat window at? I forgot Jigglypuff was in anything besides Melee. I mean, yeah, I feel like it was a bit of a surprise when Jigglypuff showed back up in this game. I think Jigglypuff is like the easiest. I don't remember. I remember those three were. I don't remember the requirements to unlocking them. Because everyone here, if you beat Subspace Emissary, you unlock everybody besides those three. And those three you can unlock through normal means, but clearly I don't remember how you do it. It's been so long. Jigglypuff was in 64. Jigglypuff has been in every Smash Brothers game, I think. I don't know if she was in Wii U and 3DS. Yeah, I think you can use them in Subspace afterwards. Like, I think once you unlock them for normal play, you will unlock them in Subspace? I don't remember exactly. It's not a big deal since they didn't feature into the story, which leaves it with the important part. There's Suda51, look at him go! All Nintendo. The end. Yeah, and that's it.
H-box popping off so hard Jigglypuff gets erased from Subspace Emissary.
Well, I mean, she is just an orb. She is just... Oops. She's just a funny orb. But yeah, the TAS was that game is fun. There's a lot of like exploding and flying around. I feel like you get a good amount of the game demonstrated. You get to see a lot of the characters, either due to their solo bits or just because like you see so much Peach at the end. But otherwise, it's a very good TAS. Yeah, thanks for hanging out for movie night. That's gonna wrap us up. I actually did not bother like bringing the Wii to show any other parts of Brawl. If you like, Brawl has bits that are very clearly inspired from like Air Ride and carryover stuff from Melee.
Don't worry about it.
And there's some. I think there's new stage. I think there's a new Kirby stage. Yeah, oh no, we see it anyways because the halberd is so fucking. It's so frequent in that game. The halberd is a stage. So I don't think there's too much to actually explore in the rest of Brawl in regards to Kirby and Sakurai. Going forward, Sakurai is not going to be working on Kirby games anymore, so I don't think there's anything to actually pull out. Taboo's a primordial version of Ganondorf? No, I didn't hear that. The only theory that I ever heard, and I feel like the only one I ever subscribed to, was the one that Taboo is like I see, the part of you that's trying to kill the part of you that cringes. Yeah, where are we? Where should we go? A lot of people streaming on a Friday night. Man, oh man. A lot of good choices. Holy crap. Thank you for watching. We'll be back. We'll be back next week. So let me go over the brief future plans. Kirby streams are going to be a little weird in the immediate future. Next week, I'm going to stream on Thursday because I'm not going to be available Friday or the entire weekend. And the week after that is going to be worse. I'm not going to be available from like Wednesday until Sunday. So we'll skip Gurren Lagann that week if I'm still playing Gurren Lagann, and we'll play Kirby. We'll play whatever Kirby is. I have to talk to you, Snake Man. That's right. You, Snake Man, because we're gonna attempt to play Return to Dreamland if we can arrange it somehow. That's right, you. I'm looking right at you, Dream Harrier Live. If we can arrange it, I would like to play Return to Dreamland. I'm currently plotting this week to play Epic Yarn with BB. But I have to confirm with her that we're still doing that at this time and that I can set it up to make it work. With some luck, hopefully I can convince her to play the whole thing with me in one sitting. And I can get ahead on my Kirby schedule. If I can't arrange things with Snake Man or BB to do those 2 collaborations, there's another Kirby game. What is it? Mass Attack. We'll play Mass Attack. So that's our Kirby du jour upcoming, is Epic Yarn, Return to Dreamland, and Mass Attack. And we'll just tackle those in whatever order we can get to. So we'll talk about it. I will bury the lead right now. I'm not gonna play all of Mass Attack. Mass Attack is like a 10-hour video game. And I don't think I can maintain interest in Mass Attack that long. I also don't have the timetable to play Mass Attack. I have to do everything within a certain amount of scheduling to make it so that I can have the last possible week of the year to play Forgotten Lands. But well, we'll see. I'll pass judgment on a Mass Attack once we get there. What's the other mid Kirby game? Is it Canvas Curse? While we're answering that, let me drop some links. The other Squeak Squad? Squeak Squad is totally good. I enjoyed Squeak Squad. Squeak Squad is like above mid. Like, it's not a god tier Kirby game. It's not a bad Kirby game. It's an enjoyable little Kirby romp. It feels good. It's a nice Kirby snack. It's probably because I played all of Canvas Curse. I tried to play all of Canvas Curse in one sitting. That's too much Canvas Curse in for one go. 8 out of 10. I would yay. Yes, 8 out of 10. Feels right. I would give it it's a 3 or 4 star video game. My bone of contention with Squeak Squad is that it's kind of short. It's a bit bland. But there's technically nothing wrong with it. There's replay value in it as well. I would not dare to call it mid. I feel like mid is a weird insult, even though mid just kind of means, oh, yeah, it's fine. Which is ultimately actually my opinion is of Squeak Squad is, oh, yeah, it's fine. I think once we get past the 20-year point in Kirby, I'm gonna kind of go backwards and rank Kirby games. And so we'll see how things bear out. Let me drop some links if you want to go watch some other people. If you don't have your own favorite streamer in mind, here are people that are streaming in order of view count according to my Twitch following page. Retro Pals are doing their usual Friday stream where they're playing a bunch of Sega Saturn games. Min Costella is playing God Hand. I would like to watch God Hand personally. I think God Hand is a fucking cool ass video game. One day we'll stream God Hand, I swear. Speaking of cool ass video games that I would like to play at some point, Margot is playing fucking Shadowgate. I'm not one for adventure games, but I find like the trio, I can't remember the name of the publisher, but they released like 3 of these adventure games on the NES. It's like Shadowgate, Deja Vu, and something else, and I forgot the other. The Uninvited? I don't remember, but those are like very 3 interesting like adventure games that are like ported from PC games. Don't ever want to stream it. It's been so long since I've played God Hand that I really just want to play God Hand, and streaming it is the best way to do it. My boy Red Muffler Man is playing Multi Blood right now. So if you want some fighting games, if you want violence but not on the level of God Hand, watch the Melty. Tomorrow, by the way, this is a promotion for Red Muffler Man is further. Tomorrow he is playing all of Live Alive. Literally, I believe he's trying to marathon the whole thing starting at like 3 p.m. EST. I won't be able to watch like the start of it, but I will be observing him later. The remake, I believe he's playing the remake. He's also giving away copies of it. So if you want your own copy of Live Alive, I believe he's literally giving away 1 per chapter. Like, he's going fucking crazy. So if you don't have your own copy of Live Alive remake for the Switch and you have a Switch, I would recommend maybe trying to win one. But I will catch him. I will catch him later. If you want to remain completely pure on Live Alive, I also respect your opinion. I respect your desire to do so. My apologies, Cameron. At least you can just watch him play all of Live Alive. I love Live Alive personally. I'm sad that I played it slightly before I started streaming video games, and also slightly before it got its official release. The fan translation of it's really good. For the SNES, the Super Famicom. Generally, it's one of those video games that makes me like, video games are so cool. I want to make a video game. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of it. It feels like you could do this in RPG Maker if you had the scripts besides the battle system. The battle system that makes it the most unique. But like, Live Alive is so cool. I love Live Alive. Which I don't remember if it's pronounced Live Alive or Live Alive. Last bit of one. Actually, we'll do this. Holly is playing Neon White. So she's also like clearing up endgame stuff. Once again, I know Neon White is a pretty new game, so if you don't want to like pop in there and get spoiled on Neon White, I expect that. I think it's been a while since I've actually seen them. Finally settle on a target. Wife City is playing Bloodborne. Let's go say hi to Wife City. I want to say thank you all for watching. Thank you all for hanging out. I'll see you all again Sunday, actually. I forgot. I'm streaming Sonic Adventure on Sunday before I go into the Great Hibernation. I'll see you all then, hopefully. And if not, hope you have a great night. Thank you again for watching with me. Everybody take care. MS Das Vidania. Lights out. Bye-bye.